People often ask me how I came to live in rural Japan, and it's a pretty valid question. Why would a New Zealander come and live in not only Japan but in a rural part, especially Tohoku? The Tohoku region gets less than 2% of the foreign tourism. So what made someone such as myself come and live here, where as you can see, it's the country of rice fields at the moment? And until recently, I had actually forgotten the real reason why I chose Japan in the first place, until my brother visited recently, because my brother reminded me of something that I had completely forgotten, and it's something that actually made me cry as well. It was such an emotional thing for me to hear. And the reason I tell people, it always revolves around my brother, because my brother, he studied Japanese in high school, and he spent a year studying abroad during his high school. In 2001, he was studying in Tokyo, in fact, and because of that, it left a really big impression on me. I remember seeing photos and hearing stories from my brother of his time in Japan. But not only that, we also, I think probably because of this connection with my brother, we also hosted a number of Japanese people in our house, doing like a homestay kind of thing. And obviously I was of an impressionable age, and so I had exposure to Japan and Japanese people, and I started learning Japanese at the first opportunity that I had, which in New Zealand is high school again, and that's about the age of 13. And so I'm 36 at the moment, so for more than, or nearly 2/3 of my life, I've had some knowledge of Japanese. However, I never really knew why my brother started studying Japanese in the first place. And my brother was visiting here a few weeks ago, and I knew that my brother was a fan of Chris Broad and Abroad in Japan. And it just so happens that Chris, he used to live here in Sakata City, and we have a mutual friend that goes by the name of Natsuki. And so I organized for my brother and Natsuki to meet. Natsuki, being the ever curious person that he is, he asked my brother why he chose Japanese in the first place. And my brother said that when he entered high school, our parents told him that he had to learn a language. And of course he chose Japanese, and I followed in the footsteps. Long story short, I'm here in rural Japan talking to you. But the thing is that my parents are, so my father passed away. He died in 2016. And also my mother she's suffering from early onset Alzheimer's, early onset dementia. And so she's lost her mind. So you could say in one way or another that she's actually passed away already. And so when I'm sitting in rural Japan, far away from home, and someone tells me that my life trajectory all came down to a decision my parents made 20, 30 odd years ago, it got to me, and I started to cry. But so that's why Japan in the first place. And the rural Japan part is a little bit less sentimental. The rural Japan part is simply because I applied for the JET program in 2010, and the Japanese government decided that I should come and live in Yamagata Prefecture, specifically Shonai town, so a town just south of where I am now in Sakata. And I love this place so much that I've been living here for the past 14 years, and I'm trying to share it with you. So if you like this video, you'll probably also like my video on how I became a Yamabushi. And I think this video is more of a prequel to that video. I'm Tim Bunting, the Kiwi Yamabushi. Ka kite ano, and I'll see you next time.